Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing today? Do you know what time it is? It's time for your new moon in Aries, soul food, and spiritual tea, divination with LadySpeech. It's good to see you. It's good to be here. It's good to have you here. If you are here, baby, then you are right on time, and there's a message in here for you. If you made it live during the middle, during the beginning, the middle, or the end, you're right on time. If you're watching this on the replay, you're right on time, my dear. Welcome, 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 welcome. It's your favorite auntie uncle. It's your favorite goddess king. It's your favorite pirate captain. It's your favorite hood healer, high priestess, motivational dominatrix in the place to be, lady speech. Yes, it is. And it is about 7:17-ish and on this new moon. And we're about to get it in. Hello, hello, hello. Kismet Jackson. It's 4:20 here. That, my friend, is an auspicious number. Good evening, Natasha. Hello, Dragon Dancer. Hello, Mercury Cream. Hello, Raw Flow Energy. Hello to all you good people. Hello to all you good people. Oh, Raw Flow Energy. I didn't remove you. So I will look at that. I saw your comment. I will look at that after this here reading, okay? Hello, you good people. Hello, Sarah Wyman. Good evening, monsters in makeup. Hello, Temperer. Hello, Katie Lynn. Hello, good people. All right, Rafflo Energy. I'm glad you got that figured out. I'm glad you got that figured out, so we're all good. Hello, happy new moon, you guys. Happy new moon in Aries. We are in the equinox energy. We are in the Aries energy. This is some good energy to be in. If you joined me last night, well, welcome back again, baby. I told you would see me. I told you would see me, and here I am. So let's get this party started. All my OGs in the building, you know what to do now. Assume that good position. Now, go ahead and grab your comfort items. Grab your soft things, all right? Get your hydration. Grab your teas. Grab your coffees. Grab whatever it is that you need to grab to get through this here reading. Okie dokie. You know what to do. Grab your earbuds. Put me in the corner. Handle business. Put me on the big screen. Do what you got to do. If you are an OG here, you already know what to do. Let me know that you were in the building by putting a caterpillar or putting a purple or blue heart in the comments. Heart in the comments. If you are new here, if you just got dropped off in this reading, you don't know what's going on, Spirit said, hey, look at this. You just found this randomly. Welcome, first and foremost. You are a whole newbie, and I want to see it. Represent yourself by putting a caterpillar or a green or yellow heart in the comments, okay? Let me tell you how this is going to go down. Let me break it down for you. The OGs already know what's up, and they're doing what they have to do. To the newbies, this is a divination. This is a new moon in Aries divination, to be specific. This is to give us some guidance during the next fortnight, during the next couple weeks while we are riding this new moon energy. New moons are notoriously good for manifestation work. So grab your notebooks. And during this reading, begin to take some notes. Write down some things that you want to see happen for you in the next 2 weeks, in the next 3 years. Write down what you want to manifest, honey. And then do the work to make it happen. Okay? Okay. So if you have been to my Sunday service readings, you know how that goes. This works a little bit differently. Deacon assistant affirmation box is not in the building today. The deacon assistant doesn't really should join me. They don't tend to join me during the cosmic readings. Every once in a while they ask to be here, but usually they're just here for the Sunday service. So today we've got some divination tools, and we also have some rock friends. So let me begin with some rock friends. First and foremost, today, this has been a minute since I brought this one to play, okay? We are rocking with my Tibetan crystal quartz. I love this. I get re-obsessed with this particular But with Tibetan just crystal quartz in general, I get re-obsessed like every 6 months. I'm like, oh my god, I find it again, and then I carry it around everywhere, and I need it. I love it. Tibetan crystal quartz, baby. We also are working with some black amethyst, not to be confused with chevron amethyst, regular amethyst, and pink amethyst or dream amethyst. This is black amethyst, okay? If you know, you know, black is beautiful with people and with crystals, honey. With everything. Black is beautiful with everything. And last but not least, we've got my selenite. Ha! 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 I love this one. I have all of the selenite in the world. I don't. I just got a lot of pieces of selenite. Selenite is a crystal that once you start attracting it, you're probably going to keep attracting it. You end up with more than a few pieces. So this is a piece that was given to me by a good friend. Okay? 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 All right. Let me introduce you to the divination tools. This is your new moon and Aries reading. It's divination. So we're going to be working with a Moonology deck. You know I like to bust those out during the new moons, the full moons, the cosmic readings. We are working with a angels and ancestors deck. You know it. You love it. You love it. You know it. And we're working with the goddess oracle deck, baby. We working with the goddess oracle deck, honey. And last, but certainly not least, we are working with the Luna Somnia deck. I did a review about a tarot review on this deck, so if you want to check it out, definitely look in the magic playlist for that. The deck is beautiful. I love it. You know I like busting that out when we have our cosmic readings. All right, y'all. So you know what we do and you know what it's like. A little bit more house cleaning. First and foremost, don't forget to hit that like button, baby. If you like what I'm doing, if you like what you see, if you're feeling any of this, if you're feeling any of me, hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notifications bell so you can keep keeping up with everything I'm putting down over here. Okay? Okay. We're going to go ahead and pass that collection plate too, all right? The Cash App is LadySpeech. That Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa, and that PayPal is LadySpeechSankofa at gmail.com. Always feel empowered and free to show your financial appreciation for all of my labor, all right? And feel free to put something in the super chat. I see you, Naomi. Thank you so much for your super chat. I love you and I appreciate you so deeply. All of that information is going to be in the description box after I post this video, as well as the description box is going to have my P.O. box. It's also going to have all of the links to my official social media, because there's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of scammers, and they're really targeting me hardcore. All right, so my official links are in my link tree, okay? Don't get scammed out here in these streets. Don't get scammed out here in these streets, okay? All right. Well, are y'all doing all right? Have you assumed the position? Are you comfortable? Do you have your beverages? Do you have your food? Because this is in the evening. You might need to eat. Go get you some food. Go get you some snacks. You got your dinner. Do you got what you need to get through this? Do you have your notebooks? You have your comfort items? Do you have your rock friends? Get what you need to get, honey. That's what I mean when I say assume the position so that we can get through what we got to get through, okay? Nicole, hello and thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your super chat. Monsters in Makeup said, assumed with tea. I got my sparkling water today, honey. You enjoy your tea, baby. You enjoy your tea. Raw Flow Energy, thank you for reminding folks to like and share. I appreciate you. You are. Oh, chef's kiss. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Katie Lynn out there reminding them too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Ezra Lambert said 3 days in a row. Boo. Ooh, how's your energy speech? It's good. But you know something? I'm going to tell you something. I had to take a nap today. I had to take a hardcore nap today. And it was one of those naps that I didn't intend to take. It was one of those naps that I knew I needed to take, but I was fighting it. But see, when you get older, what you come to understand is that naps got hands. The older you get, the stronger naps get. And they just end up, sometimes they come around the corner and just bust you in your upper lip and you just knocked out. That's what happened to me. I went to the gym, had me a good workout, had me a good stretch, hit the body with the massage gun, all right, was hydrated, sat down to take some notes on my phone, and then knocked out. I didn't mean for that to happen. I wasn't planning for that to happen. But you get older and just naps mollywop the hell out of you. I just submit at this point. Naps and spirit is my dom. Y'all wonder if this motivational dominatrix has a dom? I do. It's called spirit and it's called nap time. You want to see me submit completely? Face a nap. Have me face a nap. Have me face a nap after a productive day. Have me face a nap. I probably won't win. I probably won't win. I'm not ashamed of it. We all got our things. And I got a good bed too, honey. I got a good bed. That's where I messed up. I took notes on my bed. I should have went to my office. But anyway, I'm good. I took me a nap. So I hope y'all are good, okay? Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Amanda. Baby, you ain't late. Amanda, you ain't late. You are on time, honey. You ain't late, baby. You are on time. Kismet said attack naps are a thing. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Sarah Weinman said, naps take you. You don't take naps. That's real. Let me tell y'all, a couple years ago, I was like, I want to start sleeping with my friends. Get your mind out of the gutter. But for indigenous people, sleeping, literally sleeping together, is such an intimate act, but also it's a spiritual act. And I'm really getting back to this. Like, if you're gonna be my friend, know that if you're gonna be good friends with me, in the next few years, we're gonna take naps together. I'm literally gonna be like, hey, if we're in the same state, hey girl, I'm gonna bring my pajamas, we're gonna take a nap. You gonna come over. I'm gonna have snacks that put us to sleep, and we're gonna take a nap together and dream together. Okay, nap time is life. All right, I'm gonna have nap parties. Bring your pajamas. Okay, sound machines. We just gonna go to sleep. That's how we're gonna bond. We're gonna go to sleep. All right, we're gonna rest together. More that. More that. All right. Well, welcome to the Speak and Spank Cosmic Edition. I done kikied with y'all enough. Let's get this party started. I hope y'all doing good today. I'm doing good. We about to just hop into it, okay? We about to just hop into it. The other night, one of y'all called y'all called on Deacon. Y'all were like, Deacon, save us. Deacon, save us. The reading was getting so deep. Y'all called on the deacon. It may or may not get that deep today. It may or may not get that deep today. It may or may not get that deep today. But we're going to do what we're going to do, okay? Deacon assistant will be here on Sunday. All right? All right. All right, y'all. Let's get this party started. We are working with the Luna Somnia deck. And first up, we have the Ace of Swords, which is reversed. All right? Really good reminders in this one. Number one, communication is key. 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 All right. This card is about clarity and communication within your relationships, within everywhere. Make sure that you are clear before you are jumping off into new projects. Make sure that you are clear when you are going into conversations, as you are starting things. Make sure you are clear about what it is that is starting, what it is that you want, what the end destination you're trying to get to. Okay. This card, especially coming up in reverse, is also about communication in relationships. All right. Get clear within yourself about what it is you're looking to articulate to folks. Okay. Get clear in yourself and what you're looking to articulate. Also, as you are dealing with people, I want you to listen to what is being said, and I also want you to listen to what is not being said. Read between the lines. Listen to the energy around what is being said. Listen to the tone around what is being said, okay? When we ask about communication, when we think about communication, it's not just in what things are being said. It's body language, it's eye contact, it's all of that. Technology is a really good thing, but one of the things that this digital technology, this handheld technology has gotten us out of is being able to read each other. And I'm not talking about gay reading full of filth, honey. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being able to read each other's energy. We are not in tuned with each other anymore. We don't know how to read body language like we used to. We are literally just not in tuned, okay? And this is very much contributing to the way that we can't and how messed up our communication is with each other, all right? So this Ace of Swords reverse is asking us to talk about it, to think about it, to look at it, to heal it, okay? To heal it, to address some things in it, okay? Because sometimes it's us. Sometimes it's us. Sometimes it's us. Sometimes it's us. Sometimes it's them. Sometimes it's them. Sometimes it's us. Okay. I also want you, the Ace of Swords is also reversed. It's also calling us into understanding, A, not to take things so personally, but be clear about where you're at. Be clear about where you're at before you communicate. Are you in an angry space? Are you giving more hostility to the situation than you think? There are days when I can be good at masking my emotion. Well, actually, I'm not. Let me say that I'm not. I'm not. What I have to consistently remind myself of is that in my head, I be thinking I'm masking my emotions, but my face and my tone communicate very clearly where I'm at and what I'm thinking. Now, I still will be polite, but like my face and my tone are going to tell you where I'm at. Emotionally. All right. And sometimes I have to watch myself. Sometimes, I don't honor the hostility. I don't honor the shadow emotions in me. And because I'm not honoring them, I'm not acknowledging them, and I'm not dealing with them, I'm not processing them. And so it ends up coming out on at inappropriate times to inappropriate people. Okay. So the Ace of Swords is reminding us to be mindful of where we're at. All right. If you are in a grieving space, be mindful of that, because your annoyance is probably going to be on high. If you are in an annoyed space, be mindful of that and watch how you are talking to people. There are times when we've said all the right things to people, but people are answering us with aggressiveness because underlyingly we've given them aggressiveness. Now, you might have said all of the right things in the right way, but like your tone, the energy that you're coming with ain't pleasant, okay? So be mindful of that. Also, watch that in the reverse. Someone could be saying the right things to you, but their hostility that's radiating off of them is what you're responding to. You're not responding to the words. Just understand this and be mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful, okay, of when you're talking to people, when you're interacting with people. Be mindful of where you're at and where you're coming from, and be mindful of where they're coming from. We are about to be in Aries season. I love Aries season. They're the exact opposite of me. I'm a Libra. I love Aries. I've literally never met an Aries I didn't like. There's only one Aries. She's actually a good friend of mine. There's only one Aries I really fought with, and we fought. And like there was a period of time where I was like, I'm gonna push you into some traffic because you've gotten on my nerve. You refuse to heal. But she fine now. and we back to being real good. We have it. That was like over 10 years ago. Love Aries. But we are in Aries season. All of us are gonna be quick to pop off. I'm already feeling that. I'm already feeling it. I'm already like, who wants some smoke? You want some smoke? No? Okay. You good? You want some smoke? No? Okay. You want some smoke? You want some smoke? We in Aries season. It's super important to just understand where you're coming from. And I'm not saying that it's bad to pop off. Okay. Sometimes you need to. Some popping off has saved my life. Going left has stopped abuse, okay? Going all the way left and losing it on somebody has stopped a lot of nasty things happening to me. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't pop up. I'm just saying watch yourself. I'm saying look alive. I'm saying it's not always good to pop off. I'm saying like sometimes you don't need you popping off because you're annoyed. You're popping off because you feel some type of way. It's not really what's going on outside of you, okay? So watch that. So just Watch that, okay? Watch that. Be aware of that. Be clear about what you got going on inside. Take a little time and get clear about what other people got going on inside, okay? There's many times that I will walk away from a situation because it's not about me. That's you. You carrying hostility. It's not about me. It's not about me. So I'm not giving you my energy. I'm not playing into that. It's not about me. That's about you. You having a bad day, I'm gonna just walk away. Do you know how many, like, every single server who has an attitude, you ain't gotta respond to that. Every single person, especially folks working service jobs, especially people working service jobs. Like, just give people a little bit. Nobody's okay right now. Let me remind you of that. And lots of us are dealing with it. Lots of us are not. Lots of us are dealing with it in healthy ways. Lots of us are dealing with it in unhealthy ways. Don't judge, okay? It's not for you to judge. Just understand where you're coming from, where other people are coming from, and act accordingly. You will avoid a lot of heartache. You will avoid a lot of conflict if we just are mindful of that, okay? All righty then. There's a time to pop off in the end. That's all about the fact that there's a time to pop off and there's a time not to, okay? All these companies, this is random. All these companies be hitting me up for sponsorships. I don't be doing, y'all see, I don't do a lot of I actually haven't done any sponsorships yet because, like, I believe in ethical stuff. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna put this out in the universe. One of you tea companies and one of you sparkling water companies sponsor me as much as I be drinking it. Let's all put some good juju out for me to get a tea sponsorship and a sparkling water sponsorship because I actually drink that stuff. All right, moving on. We're still in the Luna Somnia deck, okay? Reverse, the Hierophant. Some of you about to get your wig snatched with this one. It is time for you to trust yourself when it comes to your spiritual purpose and path. Let me tell you something. I got a video coming out, another video coming out talking about how to best practices in choosing a spiritual guru, guide, and teacher for you. And I come from traditions where learning from elders, learning from people who know more than you, learning from people who have been in the game longer than you is important. And all indigenous practices that I have encountered, all serious practices that I have encountered entail some type of exchange, okay? But the Hierophant reversed is here to tell y'all that you need to trust yourself. There are some of you who are hesitating on your spiritual journey, and now is the time to stop hesitating. You hesitating because you're not doing your decolonization work. If you are out here engaging in your spiritual path and purpose, two things need to be happening. Your re-indigenization is happening because you're reclaiming ancestral practices, but your decolonization has to happen at the same time. I did not grow up doing this. Although hoodoo and conjure are a part of my tradition because I'm Black, and there are things that culturally just got communicated to me, I was raised formally as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I have reclaimed my indigenous practices, and I continue to reclaim my indigenous practices. But it is important for me during this process to decolonize, because the colonizer has been indoctrinating me through blood via the pillaging and the raping of my ancestry because of white supremacy and enslavement, and also via the fact that I live in a slave-based capitalistic economy and space. Decolonization is key. A lot of you can't move forward. And this does not just apply to the beginners. Some of you advanced folks ain't doing your decolonization, and you're running into problems with your spiritual practice because of that. Get to your decolonization. Some of you need to stop dibbling and dabbling and commit. Commit to your magic practice. Commit. Get the altars up. Make your divination appointments with your teachers. Speaking of, sidebar, there's a lot of you who are asking for mentorship from me. I got you. I'm not ready yet. I got a plan. I'm about a month and a half behind my launch plans. That's coming. All right. So I got you. I got you. I'm not ignoring you. I got you. Okay. So back to the lesson at hand. Trusting yourself. You need to walk your own path and purpose, okay? And it's a delicate balance, huns. You need an elder. You need somebody who knows more than you. You do. That's going to be important. Whether you fall into an initiatory practice, whether you just out here on your own, you need a teacher. And these teachers are going to come in many forms, hun. They're going to come in the form of kids, people younger than you, older than you, elders, Mother Nature herself, your ancestors, your spirit guides are going to teach you. You always need teachers. But there is also a part of this practice, no matter what, if you initiate into voodoo, Ifa, Wicca, there's a part of these practices that are also very solitary. And those parts of those practices are about teaching you how to trust yourself and how to trust your magic. You're not trusting your magic because you're not doing due diligence with your magic. It's time to practice harder. It's time to deepen your relationship with your practice. It's called a practice because you practice. A doctor has a practice because every day they get better at doing what they're doing because it's a practice. You do it every day. Music is a practice. If you play an instrument, it's a practice because you never can really master it. It's so vast. There's parts of it that you can master, but it's a practice. Your spiritual practice is a practice. It needs to be practiced every day. Sometimes that practice looks like study. Sometimes that practice looks like altar building. It looks like worship. It looks like veneration. Sometimes that practice is spell work. Sometimes the practice is shadow work. And a lot of y'all are missing that. You ain't doing your shadow work. Over here, we don't believe in toxic positivity. You are definitely the problem. There are some times when you are definitely the problem. You are definitely the problem. And your shadow work will help you address that. We are all the problem, baby. The way we don't become problematic for each other is if we just acknowledge that we are problematic, that we are well-meaning people who also are very monstrous, and commit to continue to work on that, all right? It's the same concept of if you are engaging in anti-racism work, you need to understand that you're a racist. If you are engaging in anti-homophobic work, you need to understand that you're homophobic. If you are engaging in anti-transphobia work, you got to come from the perspective that you're transphobic. And this is everybody. We are all this way. We are all fatphobic. We're all transphobic. We're all homophobic. We're all anti-black. Yes, you. Looking at this, loving me, are anti-black as hell. And this is because these are key components that are part of white supremacy and slave-based capitalism. You could have the best intention and mean well. We've been indoctrinated to be the worst people. That's it. All of us have. Commit to being a good person. Commit to understanding these things. Commit to the fact that you have been indoctrinated. That ain't your fault. But you can do everything about it by addressing it, by admitting it, and then just going into yourself and doing that work. Shadow work is a part of that. You ain't really walking your spiritual path unless you're also addressing those aspects of yourself. We don't do toxic positivity over here. So if you aren't addressing anti-blackness and within you, you're not doing your work completely. If you're not addressing fat phobia, if you're not addressing transphobia, if you're not doing your spiritual work completely, honey. Being a whole, complete spiritual person is about that as well, okay? Now, I be telling y'all we're problematic all the time. This doesn't mean you're any less beautiful. This doesn't mean you're not worthy of love. This doesn't mean that you're not worthy of forgiveness. This doesn't mean that you're not worthy of good things. You are. Work on your ish, okay? Work on your ish. Get deep into it, all right? Own it so that you can address it, so that you can heal it, okay? But it's time to fully throw yourself into your purpose and path. The next message coming for this card is the fact that there are some of you who keep playing. You've been at this for a while, but you still keep thinking of yourself as a beginner baby. It's time for you to go to the next level in your magic. It's time for you to go to the next level. It's time for you to take the next step. Now, here's where I'm getting dragged. Here's where your favorite got it. I'm not exempt from these butt whoopings. Who's my dom? Spirit is my dom. It's time to go to the next level Okay? It's time to accept that you're the one. It's time to accept that you have what you need to move forward. You just need to trust yourself. You just need to let yourself move forward. You know enough. You know a lot. And yes, you will forever be a student, but it's time for you to accept that you are the one. And it's time to go to the next level. It's time to up your game. The spirits are in front of you, beckoning you in. It is time for you to transition. It is time for you to transition to the next highest and greatest version of yourself. You can handle the spiritual responsibility Creator has set out before you. I know you're scared. I know you think you can't handle it. I know you think you can't handle it. I know you think you can't handle it, but you can. But you can. But you can. Commit. Commit to going to the next level spiritually. Commit to walking this path and purpose. Commit to trusting yourself. Some of you haven't found a good guru, guide, and teacher yet because you haven't trusted yourself. Let me tell you something. When y'all get mentored by me, we're going to spend actually a lot of time making sure you trust your damn self. I don't teach you nothing in the beginning except for how to trust your damn self. And I test you on that too. I don't ever want y'all blindly following me. I want you clearly making decisions to follow me. I don't want you blindly doing anything with me. That does you no good. And it does me no good. I want you to trust yourself. Let me tell you something. I have the best teachers. And sometimes my teachers are wrong. And when they've been wrong, my ancestors, my spirit guides, saved me. They corrected that mistake and then we moved on. I'm going to make mistakes as your guru, your guide, your spiritual leader. If you trust yourself and your instincts and you have a great relationship with your spiritual team, you'll be protected even against me. And I don't even mean you any harm. There are people out here who are looking to mess y'all up. There are people who are looking out here to feast off of y'all's energy. I ain't got the time. And quite frankly, I ain't got the attention span. I want you to be well. I want you to win. I want you to be powerful. I want you to be your most powerful version of yourself. Really, that's what I want. Okay. So walk your path, trust yourself. It's time to go to the next level. It's time to do the next thing. All right. This was a doozy. That was just the first two cards. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? You doing all right, Vamp Kitten? Thank you so much for the super chat. Vamp Kitten said, spent the day out in nature. Now gonna prepare a treat for oyster prosperity and the new moon. I'm back, baby. New moon, new beginnings. I love it. Yes, you are back, baby. Yes, you are back. Ezra said, I've been doing the work on myself for years now, and therapists reject me for having it all together. Ooh, okay, so Ezra, I'm glad that you're doing the work, all right? This is where I work with my spirits on that, all right? So I have done spell work to bring me to the right doctors. This is where our spiritual work and our practical work meld, okay? Write down what you want, what you're looking for in a therapist, all right? And start doing your magical workings around it, okay? Get very clear about what it is that you're, from how much you're trying to spend, all of that. Then you go to your ancestors. You check to see that is good with them, all right? Then you make you some offerings to your ancestors, and you do whatever workings that you feel is correct, okay? Baby, I've always gotten to the right therapist, and it's been in non-traditional ways. You know, when I asked Spirit to find me good therapists, they ended up getting me friends who are therapists. My therapy be free because my friends are therapists. And I asked for culturally competent therapy with queer people, and I'm meeting queer therapists. And even now, I don't need one right now, but I keep meeting queer therapists because I petitioned my spirits to bring me those people, okay? So this is where we work. Y'all be just saving your magic for love work. Y'all are wasting, what? Y'all better do magic to get you groceries. I do magic for everything. Y'all sleeping on yourselves. Do your workings to get you a good therapist. Your people will help you out, especially because they want you to be well. Let me tell you something. When it comes to my wellness, I always handle it with my ancestors. I ask them to bring me the right teachers, guides, gurus, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, physical health, okay? Because every bit of healing that I am doing is being poured into my legacy and my ancestry. So my ancestors are healing with me. Your healing is their healing, just like a lot of the pain that they passed down, they gave to you. Your healing works, same. Whatever healing you do is getting passed down 7 generations after you and more. But also, whatever healing you're doing is getting passed down 7 generations in back of you towards your ancestors. So they're invested in you being well. So hit your people up, okay? And ask them to help you with your workings, all right? Becky said, I didn't know how sore of a subject that trusting myself was until now. It's a lot. And a lot of us, and it's, don't judge yourself when, as you were coming to the space and the fact that you don't trust yourself. It's by design. You're a much better pawn for the government. You're a much better pawn for corporations. You'll just do what people say when you don't trust yourself. You're easily pliable. It's by design that you don't trust yourself. So don't judge yourself. Just, do you know better? Now start doing better. Kismet Jack said, affirmed. Really? Monsters in Makeup said, I just got messed up. Yeah, it's rough over here. It's Aries. It's the Aries in it. Bethany said, dear Deacon, please come back. Okay, thanks. The Deacon might start making more appearances during these meetings. Y'all be calling on the Deacon. Even though the Deacon beats y'all up. Do y'all see this? This aggressive positivity. Look at how the Deacon has conditioned us. We want it now, even though we be getting beat up. Jay Workin said, I just came to live, and I can tell the patterns of the last couple of readings answered lies within ourselves. We just need to realize it. Yeah. Exactly. Yarl said, we are all human. We're all problematic, but that's okay as long as we work on it. That's right. That's right. That is right. That is right. We're learning, we're growing, people. Ain't no shame in it. Ain't no shame in it. Ain't no shame in it. Hello, Trish Olsen. They said, finally able to catch a live. Hey, speech. Hey, chat. Hey, baby. Sparkle Glitter said, how do we tell what is our anxiety and what is our spirit team? I feel like the last few years have been following what I thought was my spirit team, but it's my anxiety. Good stuff. Good question. That is going to come out in your practice, okay? Regular prayer, regular meditation, and regular relationship building, honey. I have a solid relationship with my spiritual team, but I build it and I pour into it. The relationship with your spiritual team is just like the relationship with the people. You got to build it on your end. The more that you connect with your spiritual team, the more the clearer that communication between your spiritual team is going to be, the more you guys will get to know each other, and the more like you will find how y'all relationship is. So for instance, everybody on my spiritual team speaks to me differently and at a different spiritual frequency. They even use my world physically differently, okay? None of my other spirits use music the way my ancestors use music. Literally, they manipulate the music around me and in my world to answer questions. They talk back in music. I have conversations with my ancestors regularly. And like, I will say something, turn a corner, and a car will be passing by the window, and the lyrics will be answering to what I just said. Or I will go into an elevator, and a song will remind me of something and spark a memory, okay? But I know this because I have built a solid relationship via meditation, via ritual, via prayer, via just talking, via study. I've built a solid relationship with my spiritual team. So I'm clear. That's just like a good friend of mine that I talked to the other day. One of my good friends, she's another artist friend. We've been friends for over 20 years. We have a way we talk to each other, interact with each other, and we speak to each other that I don't have with anybody else. We call each other all kind of B words. We are rough. She's an Aries. We are rough with each other. And we like it like that. That's just how we get down. That's just how we get down. And that's the relationship we built together. Okay. And because of that, like we're solid in each other. We're solid in how we speak to each other. We're solid in what we mean. I know the different when she puts a different tone on the word bitch. Like I know differently. I know what level of love she's coming from. I know if we're gossiping or if we're healing. Like we just have developed that relationship. So that is how you got to develop. These are relationships you're having. These are relationships that they've already established with you from their end. You got to open up to that relationship on your end. And again, it's through the engaging of your practice. And you engage your spiritual practice every day. There are days when you have 8, 9, 10 hours to engage in your practice. I've been in ritual. I've had times when I've been in ritual for 48 hours. I've been in ritual for 7 days. I have been in ritual. I've been in the game for over 20 years, y'all. There will be times when you just got it all day. And there's times when you have like 5 minutes. Every day, my spirits get an interaction from me. Every day, I serve my ancestors. I talk to them. And this is also why a lot of the things in indigenous faith, a lot of the feast days, like if you get initiated or you participate in a closed practice, what you begin to see is that a lot of these closed practices is what you have to do, like from feast days, from attending to your altar. But all of these things help you build a relationship with your spirits. That's really what all the ritual and ceremony is to help you build specific relationships with your spirits. When you build those relationships, that is when you'll be able to tell what is your anxiety, what is your mental illness, and what is your people. And I'm saying this as someone who is neurodivergent in a few ways. I'm neurospicy in more than one way. This is saying as someone who's dealt with extreme anxiety and depression. And this is someone who has dealt with a lot of who has deals with CPTSD because of the nature of my childhood. I can distinguish all of my spirit voices through all of that. And it is because of the relationship that I've built. Someone asked in the comments, do I do classes? Yes. Right now, I'm not offering any, but my spiritual classes, you can always go to Big Liz. Well, right as of right now, you can go to Big Liz Conjure, and that's where I offer my spiritual classes. Come the summertime, I have other classes. I have like a lot of classes to offer for you guys, all right? But right now, there is no classes of mine up on the website. They will be back in a couple months, all right? All right, good people. I hope that helped. I hope that helped more than the person who asked of it and all that good stuff. Yes, Sammy Tarantula is the one who said, do you teach classes? Yes, I do. I will be teaching more classes soon. Okay. All right. Well, let's get back into the reading. We are going to move into the Moonology deck. We're pushing forward. We are beginning with the full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. It's time to get weird. A lot of y'all are sleeping on your wildness. For some of you neurodivergent people, the direct message is stop masking so much because it's not doing you no good. Let me tell you something. I have stopped masking as much as I used to, and it has removed all of the right people from my world. Stopping masking is definitely going to make some people go away from you, and it should, because those people don't obviously care about you, the whole you, the real you. And it has also attracted all the right people to me. Okay. Some of you neurotypical people, the message from this card is it's time to get weird. Okay. You fitting in these boxes. That ain't you. That ain't you. It's time to show your real self. Okay. It's time to show your real self. It's time to do you. It's time to be you. Some of y'all been playing this sweet role and this, I'm so nice, I'm so sweet. No, you're not. That's a part of you. But like, you aggressive as all get out. It's time to show that. This is also stopping some of you from practicing your magic hardcore because you're like, I'm going to be the weird one. Baby, you already are the weird one. Just lean into it now. Your life is going to be so much better. And yeah, you will lose folks, okay? And that's the other message of this card. Some of y'all are dealing with relationships that are just tired, old, and done. Tired, old, and done. There's a couple of relationships that are trying to get rid of you and you hanging on and clinging on. You need to stop. There's some relationships that you're hanging on to because of nostalgia, and it's just done. These relationships do not allow you to be your full self, okay? You need to be your full self. Be so go and get weird and be you. You ain't getting. And some of you, your manifestation isn't working. You're not. I want to manifest love. I want to manifest a great career, but you can't because in order to do that, you need to be your full self. For some of you, you ain't gonna get what you want until you are all of you. That might mean being all you sexually, your orientation. Stop lying about what you like. Come to Jesus and to terms with what you like and what you're into. That might be some of you. It's time to switch careers. You've been a teacher for 20 years. It's time to go be an artist. You've been an artist for 30 years. It's time to go be a teacher. You really are an electrician. You working that old white collar job. You ain't an accountant. You an electrician. Some of you working your plumber job and you a whole mathematician. It's time to be your full self. It's time to do you. It's time to do you. It's time to be your full self. That's it. That's all. And like by weird, that's for some of you, that's what it is. You just need to be your full self. It's not that you need to start wearing tutus in the middle of the day and whatever else and doing crazy makeup. No. Be yourself. And that's gonna take you out of some circles. Let it. You don't need to be in those circles no more. It's okay to change. It's okay to come to a different version of ourselves. Do it. And let it take you to good places. Make it weird, but work hard. We have the new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. This is about a shift in career. A very direct message. Some of you need to shift your career. It's done. You ain't stop walking in that direction and no more because it ain't working. For some of you, this is you're not working as hard as you need to make your dreams come true. You can do all types of magic spells. You can do all those things. But if you're not doing the physical work, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Do you know how many people, artists and spiritualists, I see start businesses and then they don't go on those businesses because my business isn't selling. They do all the spell work, they do all that. But I'm like, did you hire a marketing manager? Did you do you actually know how to run a business? Did you take business classes? Just because you could make products don't mean you can run a business. Just because you can paint doesn't mean you can run a business. You can do all the magic in the world to make your business work, but if you don't do the practical things, none of that magic is going to work long term. It's not. Did I pray and do I continuously pray as I am putting messages out here that my message reach who it needs to reach? Yes, I do. But then do I also put in the practical work at the direction of spirit to make that happen? Yes, I do. This isn't just prayers. I learned about my craft and I look to get better. And I'm getting to a space where I'm about to expand my businesses and the things that I want to do, which means I'll have to hire employees. I'll have to I'll have to do business differently. Spirit has already told me that they about to bless. But I got to put in the practical work. I can't just rely on lighting candles all the time. I can't just rely on going to the graveyard and doing work. I can't just rely on meditating and praying. If you know a Capricorn, what you know about a Capricorn is they hustle. They hustle. So if you're looking to get a job, Do the ritual, do the prayers, do the manifestation, and then get your behind up, get on the internet, get in them newspapers, and start looking. Pound the pavement and start looking. Pray on it. Creator, where can I go to look for a job? And go look for it. Let Creator meet you halfway. But it's time to put in the practical work to make things happen. That's also, I think, something that's a lot of people miss about manifestation. You got to work it. You can write it, and yes, it is about I attract it, but you are going to attract what you are working towards, what you are walking in the frequency of. That's what a lot of y'all aren't putting together about manifestation. You can manifest it all day, but if you don't put yourself in the frequency of it by doing the work to work towards it, you ain't going to get it. You ain't going to get it. Let me tell you something. I'm ethically non-monogamous and polyamorous. The king is attracting my partners. The king is attracting my partners right now. Now, I already know Spirit said it's dating season. I don't need to be permanently hooked up with anybody right now because I'm working on myself. But Spirit also said, put yourself out there, because once this season is done, we got some gifts for you. Put yourself out there. Put yourself in the frequency of what it is that you want and you working for. By working for it. By working for it. Blood, sweat, equity. Invested. Research. Now, what some of y'all don't know is that I have dreams of owning a adult S club. And recently, Spirit has let me know that I need to own my own and operate my own apothecary / tea house. To honor some people that have been in my past before, but also just, of course I do. I've known this for a couple of years. Well, the apothecary just came to me like a year ago. But what I moved states because I recognized that I was ready to start that venture, but I'm not good at running a brick and mortar business. I can run a service business. I can run a lot, but I've not ever run a brick and mortar business. So I prayed about it, and Spirit put me into a situation where I have had to be a store manager, where I have gotten first-hand experience with running a business day to day, a brick and mortar business. It was nothing off my chest to admit that I did not know how to do that. And so I prayed about it, and I'm working on it so I learn. Put in the work. Work hard. And this is not about working in that capitalistic way. Work smart. Study. Get with people who know what they're doing. Surround yourself with people who are also pushing themselves and working hard. Handle your business and watch your dreams come true. All right, let's check in with the comments. JCM Naomi, hello to you, lovely. Hello, Priestess Shakti Therapist said, Caps stay in their bag. They do. I love my Capricorn friends. They always keep me grounded. They always keep me freaking focused. Kismet Jack said, it's like doing a ritual for a job and then refusing to put your resume in anywhere. Exactly. Do the work on both ends. Nicole said, hit in the gut. Kismet Jack said, you won't be too much for folks who can't get enough of you. Exactly. NTSB said, a big first step that I'm still working on is accepting myself all the way. Good job. And once you accept that, your world is going to open all of the way up. Katie Lynn said, I have to connect all the parts of me together, and part of me is afraid I'll lose my sight if I do, even though I know I'm not doing it. I definitely will. I understand there. Work through that, baby. Work through that. You got this. Ezra Lambert said, Capricorn here. I worked and manifested for years to leave my hometown. Now I got my career started in a new state. Amen. Capricorns don't play. When y'all focus, When y'all focus, nothing can get in y'all way. Nothing can get in y'all way. Nothing can get in y'all way. Jen Miles said, affirmation box tea. I see it now. Yeah, I'm so excited for that. My tea house is going to be lit. And y'all know I'm going to make custom blends. My tea house is going to be lit. Gonna be lit. I can't help. I can't wait. It's so good. All right, let's move on. We are in the Ancestors and Angels deck. All this will be listed in the description. Let me pass that collection plate again. That Cash App is LadySpeech. That Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa. That PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel free to show your financial appreciation for this labor. Like, subscribe, and notification bell. Do all that. Keep up with me. Keep up with me. Speaking of keeping up with me, we have the Knight. Be brave and be honest. All right. 2 messages for this card. If you've been done injustice, if injustice has been done to you, don't worry. Spirit is here saying, hold my beer. I gotcha. You about to get yours. And in a good way. You about to get your come up. You about to get your justice. Those who have wronged you will reach their end. Okay. Well, you will receive what you need to receive. Now, if you are the one who is wrong, you need to look at that because somebody's going to come and pull your card soon. So if you are the one who's been doing nefarious things, then I need you to make it right. I need you to apologize. I need you to handle your business, make amends correctly. Otherwise, Spirit's going to handle you in unpleasant ways, okay? Lastly, this card is about standing up. This is the Knight in shining armor. This is about standing up for people. Baby, let me tell you something. We are each other's keeper. You need to stand up for people, especially in your privilege. All my white followers, if you ain't busting your back to protect Black, Indigenous people, especially if you have the audacity to gain from my labor, my people, you'll answer to them. If you are male and you ain't using your male privilege to uplift non-men and women, there's a problem there. You see, when folks feel like they can come for one person, they'll make up other excuses to come for other people. Black women in America, we die the most when we go into labor. This has been a fact for decades. And had that been addressed by the entire nation, all of women's health care would be in a different place. There is a famous quote that basically says, like, first they came for the Jews, but I wasn't Jewish, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the Asians, but I wasn't Asian. I didn't say anything. And it goes on until at the end they're like, now they're coming for me, but there's nobody left to fight for me. Yeah. And they came for you because they were always going to come for you. No, it is your duty to use whatever privilege you are standing on to help people who don't have that privilege to win. It's your duty to speak out against injustice. Because you're on a list. You're on somebody's list. Your privilege isn't protecting you completely. You're on somebody's list. Yeah, I need you to look alive and look at your environments when you're out in public. Folks is getting homophobic. You look for the people who are obviously queer and you protect them. Folks is getting transphobic. You see if you can clock trans people and you protect them. Black people are being attacked. You put your body in the middle of that. Yeah. Yeah. Because if you don't, you're going to look around when your number is called and ain't nobody going to be there to protect you. Be brave and be honest. Be brave and be honest. It's time. We must protect each other. We got to be there for each other. And let me tell you that I don't ask you to do nothing I don't do. I have a fierce reputation for stepping up and stepping in because that's what it takes. And I also understand what it feels like to have people step up and step in for me because that's what it takes. The next card from the Angels and Ancestors deck is the Seer. See beyond the current situation. Now, all of you are here because I'm a seer, I'm a diviner, and you're gaining some information from that. There are a lot of credible diviners and seers out there, and you should definitely seek their guidance when you are called to. This card reminds us, though, is that everyone has an inner sight. Now, some of us, people like me, develop it, and we develop that gift, and it reaches outside of us so that we can help other people. All of us have clarity and clairvoyance for ourselves. This is attached to our intuition and our instincts, okay? Some of you, the message is you need to repair that. And repairing your instincts and repairing your seer clairvoyance energy, repairing that is simply about engaging in your practice, doing your decolonization and your shadow work so that you can begin to trust these things. And also it's about a fair amount of learning yourself so that you can trust these things, okay? The seer is an invitation to look beyond what we have going on right now, to look deeper, to look deeper, to look deeper into our interactions, to look deeper into ourselves, look deeper into your reactions. Earlier, we began this card, and Spirit has been very heavy about watch your mouth, but also read between the lines. Look deeper. There's a lot of people, again, like I said, that cashier may be giving you attitude because they're on their 7th day with no break. And they are dealing with inhumane situations behind the scenes by their employer. And they only have what it takes to do the physical job, and they can't give you radiant customer service. Before you go off, stop and read the situation. Look at it. Sometimes it don't have nothing to do with you. Maybe that cashier don't need your attitude. Yeah, it's unpleasant that they're not talking nice to you, but also read deeper. Trust your clairvoyance, trust your instincts, okay? Even in just like, I take a pause before I walk in anywhere. I take a pause. And yes, you gave the right commentary, Priestess Shakti, Therapist. That's all the spoons that they have. Let me tell you something. Look, folks ain't got the energy. No one's okay. And I'm going to remind you that all of these corporations are treating their employees like crap. All of these corporations are treating these. So now I have a friend who goes off. And I don't go public places with her no more because of this. And I know where she's coming from too. I have a friend who she be going left on service workers, and I've talked to her about it, and now I just don't. And she's calmed down a lot because she's noticed I don't do that. And even you got to literally call me out my name and put me in danger because I'm looking at the situation. I got privilege. I work for myself. I don't have that stress no more. I work for myself, and I have built my life this way because my neurodivergency cannot. I can't deal. I cannot. I got the touch of the tism and the ADHism. I cannot deal with these people. I have that privilege that I created for myself. I recognize that these people are getting treated like crap. So yeah, that you ring me up, and I will sit in that, and I'll do my little divination in my head. I'll ask Spirit, is this a me problem? Is this a them problem? Spirit, like, it's a them problem. Okay, cool. I'm not offering you no attitude. Just give me my stuff. Thank you. Bye. I'm not going off on you. Like, okay, I get it. I don't deal with this. I can take a nap when I want. I can do what I want. So I could take 5 minutes and not offer you any grief and just hold space, because people they deserve to be held in space. Okay? They deserve to have space for held for them. Now, I'm not saying be a doormat, and I'm not saying deal with disrespectful behavior, but just look deeper. Look deeper. Look deeper. For some of you, this is, oh, spirit just hit me with this. Who out there actively not paying attention to red flags? Yeah, I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to your ass right now. Who's out there actively? There's a couple of you who are actively not paying attention to red flags. You are actively. You are all full in a trauma response, and you are actively and you need to stop. You need to stop. You see that you better see them red flags for exactly what they are. I don't know. Spirit's telling me to tell y'all this too. Quit dating people because of potential. Quit. Quit being still friends with people. You know what? Before I moved here, I let go of a 20-year friendship, and it took me until about 6 months ago to realize that I kept being friends with her because of potential. Man, I flushed that potential down the toilet and looked at the reality of the situation, and the reality of the situation is she never gave a damn about me, and she was never going to do her work. Yeah, does she have the potential to be one of a great artist and a healer? Yeah, she's not doing the work though. Quit dating people because of potential. Quit. See them for who they are. See these people for who they are. Quit doing that, because you do them and yourself a disservice. They ain't changing. They don't want to change. Leave them alone. Quit trying to change that man. Quit trying to change that girl. They ain't changing. See them for who they are and act accordingly. See them for who they are and what they're doing now and act accordingly. It's okay for you to see people's potential. I think that's an important part of human relationships. But that only works when the person can see it themselves. And if they want to do anything with it. Let me tell you something. I have the potential to be a ruthless CEO of a corporate company that doesn't care for anybody. I can make a lot of money. My personality state, that was what I was planning on doing as a little young Libra Jehovah Witness. I was going to run me a nice little Fortune 500 company and be a terror. I was going to be I was gonna be one of them, and I would have been good at my job. So also, not all potential is good potential. I say that to say not all potential is good potential. And I meet people business folks who are like, ooh. And I'm like, yeah, nah, the world don't need those problems from me. The world needs me to be exactly who I am, which is a healer. You do not want me to reverse this, because I'm good at what I do and I'm powerful no matter what position I play. You don't want me to play the position, and you don't want me to play that position. I would hurt people. You don't want me to play that position. Nah. Am I still gonna run some great businesses? Yes, but it ain't gonna be in that way. So number one, not all potential is good potential. Not all potential is a potential that person needs to pursue in their life. See them for who they are, because you want to be seen for who you are, don't you? Don't you want to be seen for who you are? Think about it like that. When you mess with someone based on their potential, you're actually disrespecting them, because you're not allowing them to be who they are. Don't you want to be seen for who you are? Good, bad, and ugly and in between. Everybody deserves that. So see people for who they are. That one stung. How we doing? That one stung. How we doing? Kismet said, coming up on 1 year anniversary of a kind of realization, I did myself a disservice for nearly 3 years. I know, baby. We've all done it. We've all done it. Ezra said, you need to know what the red flags look like and govern yourself accordingly. And you should know what the green flags are so you can bring it into your life. Exactly. Know what the green flags are in the life. Know what, and I'm starting to get that. And when I see a green flag, I'll be like, you bring your wonderful self over here. Bring it in. And let's just hug. So you recognize them too. Recognize them too. Trish, you have so much potential is a big ouchie for a lot of us neurospacey types. Exactly. 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 Why are you looking at my potential and not me? Like, and also you bring up a really good point. Like, yeah, potential is great, but folks got things from neurospiciness to PTSD to mental health illnesses. When y'all just focus on potential, you don't give the space for the full person. There's things that I have the potential for, but you know why they're not going to be realized? Because what it takes to realize that potential, I cannot do because of my neurospiciness. Point blank and simple. There are things that because of the touch of the tisms, autism for those of you that's within the black community, we just do things with those words. Someone who got a touch of the tism, there's just some things that ain't ever going I'm never gonna be able to do. Cause my brain don't fire off like that. I see y'all doing it and I think it's great. I wanna do it. I'm not. Cause I can't. So like continuing to focus on that potential inside of me does a disservice to me. And it makes people not see the other things that I do have potential for that I'm actually doing. So quit being married to folks' potential and see who they are in the moment. Okay? See who they are in the moment. See who they are and deal with them. Thank you for your super chat, Jeffrey. I appreciate you. Priestess Shakti said, sometimes we need to give grace and sometimes we need it. I only get so many spoons. I can't waste them. Exactly. Exactly. Becky Simpson said, for real, I'm disabled and people expect me to be their inspiration all the time. I ain't got it. For real, inspiration porn is real, and the way disabled people are treated in inspiration porn, and even my story. Some people like to be like, oh my God, you're so inspired. I mean, yeah, but get away from me. Do your work. Do your work. Do your work. Dragon Dancer said, lots to think on tonight. Thank you. You are welcome, my love. Priestess Shakti Therapist said, Captain, you've been radiant. I love your smile. You are stunning, Captain. Thank you. I appreciate you, baby. I do, I do. Erica Santiago said, Spirit called on you to call out those ignoring red flags right after I walked in the live. Yep, waiting on me to spank me immediately. Oh, baby. Get you some soft items, Erica, because you deserve comfort. I love you, okay? I love you. I love you. Well, hi. I'm seeing you, Lenora. Hi, Miss LadySpeech. This is Lenora's son, Darius. Well, hello, Darius. Thank you for listening to me, my love. Thank you for watching me with your mom. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right, you beautiful people, let's go into the last cards of the reading. We are working with the Goddess Oracle deck. This is all the decks are going to be listed in the description. Remember, shop small first. If you want to get any of these decks, go to your local apothecaries, your local magic stores, your mom and pop shops, your black-owned shops, your brown-owned shops, your indigenous-owned shops, your gay-owned shops, your trans-owned shops. Do that first. And then if you cannot find these decks there, go to the big places, do what you have to do, Amazon it up. I don't care. But like, shop small first, please. We like to support the small places first. Okie dokie. Demeter. How appropriate. Equinox just happened. If you do not know the story of Demeter, Demeter is the mama of Persephone. And it is said in, what is this, in Greek? Is it Greek mythology? I think it's Greek or Roman, but I think it's Greek mythology. Hades stole Persephone and took her down to the underworld because he was in love. And Demeter was like, that's my baby. That's my baby. And she got all sad. And he tricked her to get down there. And so then they convinced her to come back up. I don't know. That part is hazy. I learned about that story in middle school. Somebody said you can't do that. And then she got to go up again because you can't be keeping her like that because that's wrong. The way I'm telling this story ain't right, but whatever. The essence is right. Anyway, so Demeter was like, bring my baby back. But then Hades tricked her again. Because if you eat any of the food of the underworld, you gotta stay. So who is it? Persephone, she ate 6 pomegranate seeds. And they say that's why we got the seasons. Because Persephone goes down and she be with her dumbass man and who tricked her. I call him dumb because he stole her and he tricked her. Like, that's dumb. Just woo me. Buy me some shrimp and lobster. Okay? Take me on a dancing date. Why you gotta steal me? Anyway, it was sad for Demeter. Oh, I didn't finish the story. So she ate the 6. Did I? So anyway, she ate the 6. Look at that neurospiciness. Look at that neurospiciness. It's just on display for y'all. I don't even care no more. She ate the pomegranate. Oh yeah, I did finish the story. So she ate the pomegranates. And now she got a... No, I did not finish the story. So she ate the 6 pomegranates. And now she got to go back and forth. She got to go back down. And then she got to come back up for spring and winter. Okay? So, all of that, now you know the story. All of that being said, that's sad. That is sad. That is sad. That is sad. And you know something? She let herself be sad. She cried. She was like, this is stupid. All right? They say we have winter because she's just walking around here crying and stuff and screaming and wailing. It's okay to cry. There go Deacon Affirmation Box. That was so natural, too. The spirit of Deacon Assistant Affirmation Box lives. It's okay to cry. I'm really making merch. And it's going to be from Affirmation Box. Okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad, y'all. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to it's just okay. And you need to accept that these are these shadow emotions. You need to accept that they exist and you need to deal with it. You need to deal with it. You need to deal with it. You need to deal with the fact that our shadow emotions exist. You need to deal with the fact that it's not okay. All right? We're not going to be okay. It's okay. If you end up breaking down in your car during the middle of the day because the world is going to hell in a handbasket, go ahead, girl. Do it. Cry. Keep some box of tissues on you. A lot of you guys aren't honoring your anger. What we're seeing in America, if you know, you know. We had a mass shooting pandemic before the pandemic started, but it's just not being reported, but there's a mass shooting every day in America. The amount of anger that is undealt with, a lot of these attacks are being carried off by white men. The amount of anger that is not being dealt with. The amount of, there's just folks who, we have survived a pandemic. People watched industries. There are folks who had thriving careers and that career is not yet back on point. There are people who watched whole communities walk away, families. There are people who got so disrespected by their jobs and by the government. There are people who lost everything and they have not been able to process the incredible amount of rage. People are angry. And we did not know how to deal with our feelings and emotions before this pandemic. We really don't know how to do it now. If you can take some classes, and I'm being serious, if you can read some books, we all have to learn how to deal with our emotions. We have to make space. We have to honor. Your rage or anger is sacred. It becomes destructive. It becomes evil and messed up when you use it to hurt innocent people. But if you do not honor all of the emotions, give them space to be, get expressed, they will become a poison. It will become a perversion of itself. This is what we are witnessing. All around the world, especially in Western societies. This is more important than people think. Deal with your rejection. Deal with your feelings around rejection. Deal with your feelings around grief. Last year, my friend was murdered in a hate crime. And then I spent 9 months of last year being targeted by hate crimes. I moved to a new state and didn't do anything on my to-do list for myself, for my businesses, for a year. Because I couldn't. Because I was sad. Because my friend was murdered. Because I was being targeted and was very aware of my mortality. And the fact that I was in a space where none of my goons were. I didn't have people that I could just call to ride with me. I was by myself. That was a lot of feelings. It was grief. It was fear. It was anxiety. And I just had to be with that. For as long as I was with that, I had to honor that. And it took a year. It took a year. Am I still feeling those things? Yeah. And when these spaces come, I honor them. I'm going to be grieving my friend forever. She's an Aries. Her birthday. I'm going to be grieving her now. Deal with the big space. Honor them. They're all sacred. All of them are sacred. All of the emotions are sacred. Honor them as such. Honor them as such. All of them are sacred. On the flip side, some of you have known so much pain, you won't allow happiness into your life. You won't allow bliss, ecstasy. You don't even know how to access those things. It's been so long since you've accessed bliss and joy. You don't know how to sustain it. You don't know how to let it be. You need to look at that. Some of us have been taught to be addicted to pain. And some of us aren't addicted to it. That's just all we're used to. Look at that. Let joy in. Let joy in. And this might be on a few different bodies. With my gym journey and my physical journey and me pouring into my physical body in more ways that I've ever poured into it in my whole entire adult life. What I have discovered recently is, in the past couple of weeks, and I did a whole video about this, my internalized ableism didn't allow me to acknowledge how much pain I've been living in for the past 8 years of my life, physical pain. And because of this, I've just been in pain. Something that I discovered this last couple of weeks is that now that I've been working out on a regular basis and I'm engaging in powerlifting, baby powerlifting, I'm new, and strength training, a lot of that I don't live with that type of pain anymore. Like really going to the gym is my pain medicine. It helps my body just function better. Because I've been pain-free, and not pain, that's a lie. I'm not pain-free. I just have significantly decreased my pain. I still am in pain throughout the day at some different points, but it's not debilitating. It got debilitating last year. What opened up for me the last couple of weeks is that I have not experienced a lot of joy in the body, on the physical body. Pleasure on the physical body, I haven't been able to access to the levels that I can and should because of the pain. Now, pleasure in my brain, pleasure on the physical body, on the emotional body, mental body, spiritual body, yes. Pain on the physical body, though, pleasure and joy on the physical body, mm-mm. And I had to let that in. I only now can let that into the level that I can let it in because I dealt with my internalized ableism and I'm addressing the pain stuff. So It's a journey. It's a journey. Let the joy, let the healing in. Okay? Let the healing, let the joy in. Um and again, for some of you mentally and emotionally, y'all need to, this is what you need to do. And and if you can't, you understand where you need to do some healing and shadow work now. Because that's where you need to do some healing and shadow work. All right, last card of the reading, Gildepthis Synthesis. Gildepthis is about accepting every single aspect of you and allowing it to come together. It's about integrating all parts of you. It's about allowing all of you to be all of who you are and melding it, not compartmentalizing yourself anymore. You need to be at one with yourself. This is going to require that you let go of judgment. This is going to require that you open up to healing. This is going to require that you accept yourself. Integration. Accept it, embrace it, integrate it. Gildepthis is about understanding that these parts of you aren't contradictory. You know, in the beginning of my journey, especially when I was speaking out in a very sensual way and also being very public about my spirituality, when I was a young artist coming up, a young spiritualist, a lot of the elders had an issue with that. Because I would be on a Friday night hosting my little poetry sets and doing my things, and or getting gigs, and I highly sensual and sexual, sometimes just raunchy and over the top. And they'd be like, you gotta act like a lady. You can't be out here doing all that stuff. And I'd be like, God doesn't think any of this is, God is not judging me. I talk to Creator every day. Creator is the one encouraging me to express these parts of myself. That's your judgment. I got so much hell because I refused to compartmentalize myself. I caught so much hell back in the day because I refused to be like, I'm not sexless. Y'all are not gonna mammy me just because I'm fat and black. I'm not somebody's mammy. Like, I get to be all parts of myself. I fought for that, and I came under a lot of fire. On the flip side, in the sensual sex work world, all that, I got a lot of flack from them. You can't be spiritual. You a priest? No, I'm all myself. I'm all of me, no matter where I'm at. So if I'm in the middle of a dungeon and we're doing scenes, and like I feel my hackles rise and I need to be on my priest energy, that's the energy that's going to show up. I have been in board meetings, folks thinking they about to talk crazy to me, and I have to turn on that dominatrix energy and let them know, no, you don't rule here. Now you can either act right or get handled. Fall back into your position and speak to me correctly, or I will humiliate you and put you under my heel professionally. I can degrade you, baby. I can degrade you. My life works well because I can do that. But I accept myself and I don't demonize these parts of me. And once I started doing that, then I actually became better at everything, because there are parts of me that show up in other aspects that help me out. Again, I'm a nanny, I'm a caretaker, I'm a teacher. You don't know how many times dealing with abusers, dealing with cisgendered men, I had to pull out the nanny, or I've had to really be like, okay, I got to treat all of these dudes like they're kids. Y'all want a snack? Do you need a rest? Do we need a timeout? Accept all of you. Integrate all of you. And allow yourself to be great. All right, good people, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? That was your new moon in Aries reading. This was a doozy. Katie Lynn said, started out thinking I was good, but there are no words. This was a lot. Ashley Bird said, sips tea. Yeah, this was spiritual tea for that ass. Yannick Taylor said, ouch. But whoo, thank you. You are welcome, my love. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Vam Kitten said, you are such an inspiration, a beacon for those who've been lost in their darkness. Thank you so much, Vam Kitten. I'm out here trying, honey. I'm just trying to do my part. I am just trying to do my part. Let's see. Kismet Jack said, giving my monsters safe places to play was key to learning how to manage when feelings are upon me. Exactly. 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 Yeah. All right, good people. I didn't want to take up all your time. I just want to take up a little bit of your time. Thank you so much, Vam Kitten. She said, they said, is anyone else feeling right? Yeah, feeling a little, yeah. Yeah, this has been a lot. This has been a lot. This has been a lot. JCM Naomi said, I will be listening to this live recording again. Definitely a lot of messages I need to hear you say again. Thank you. You are welcome. Kiss Matt Jax, are you having some big feelings? Do you need to take a rest and a snack? Okay, gonna be respectful now. Lo, this is, man, being a nanny, when I have applied some of these to adults, it has worked out so much better. In big situations, if I have to manage a lot of adults, I turn the nanny me on. If I have to stage manage, if I have to manage a thing where I turn on nanny. I immediately be like, that's gonna help me. I turn on the teacher me that used to used to work in a treatment facility. I turn on that part of me and I turn on the nanny part of me. And I get through the situation better. Anytime I have to deal with cisgendered men who I don't know, I always bring the dominatrix. The dominatrix is always gonna show up first and foremost, no matter what I'm doing, because y'all need to know that I will absolutely cut you. I ain't tolerating no disrespect. Yeah, there is a whole wealth of tools that you begin to access when you just accept yourself and you integrate yourself. All right, my loves, I don't want to take up all your time. This is the evening reading. I know a lot of y'all got to go to bed. You got dinner. You got things you have to do. So I'm going to let you go. If you made it to this reading in the beginning, in the middle, or the end, you were right on time. If you watched this as it was recorded, you are right on time, baby. I want to thank all of you for your super chats. You have been a blessing to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Once again, that Cash App is LadySpeech. That Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa. That PayPal is LadySpeechSankofa@gmail.com. For my members, you're going to get a members only video on Friday, okay? I'm not going to be going live this week because it's been thick Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I'm going to leave y'all alone. But you will have a members only video on Friday. And then, of course, we will get back to the regular videos come Monday, okay? And next week, we are going to have a members only chat, but it will be at Everybody Live, all right? I finally got my process figured out, so I love you all dearly. Just to remind you, I will be posting at the top of the month my schedule for the Sunday service readings and the cosmic readings. So always pay attention to that. And I'm going to try to post that same, schedule at the middle of the month. So you guys already know what I'm doing. We are on the 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Sunday service. So I will see you on Sunday at 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you all so much. Please go take care of yourself. Aftercare is a thing over here. So eat your food, treat yourselves correctly, drink some water, and I'm going to see you all very, very soon. I want to thank you so deeply and so much for your support. The way y'all rock with me means the world to me, and the way that y'all represent for yourselves and each other in the comments, it means the world to me. All right, good people. I love you. I live you. Thank you. Check that description box for the Cash App, for the P.O. Box, and anything else you need. I will talk to you all soon. Mwah! Bye, you beautiful sugar honey dumplings.